A new Tacoma council member is sworn in. Tacoma's tree canopy is growing, and Proctor opens the streets for family fun. These stories and more coming up next on Tacoma Report. Hi, I'm Angie Foster.
That I will faithfully and impartially
discharge the duties of the office of Council Member District Number 4
Council Member District Number 4
according to law and the best of my ability.
according to law and the best of my abilities.
Congratulations.
Sandesh Sadalge was sworn in as the newest council member for Tacoma's 4th District prior to the July 23rd council meeting. Council member Sadalge joined the dais for the business of the evening, including resolutions and community forum. The District 4 position had been vacant since May 15th due to the death of council member Catherine Oshka.
This is still Catherine's term, so I do want to honor her with her priorities. And I know some of those were Portland Avenue traffic calming, supporting business in South End Lincoln District.
Councilmember Sadalge will fulfill the duties of the position through 2025, which includes council work with the 2025-2026 city budget. The work to modernize the Tacoma City Council chambers is now complete. In the new configuration, a large conference table now sits in front of the dais to facilitate deeper, face-to-face conversations between the City Council and those invited to study sessions and other meetings. The technology in the room has also been updated to better support hybrid meetings with in-person and virtual attendees. To view upcoming meetings, agendas, minutes, recordings, and more, visit the city's website. Community members in District 2 can vote on how to spend $1 million in their neighborhood as part of the city's participatory budgeting program. Anyone who lives, works, learns, or plays in District 2 can vote now through September 20th. Once the votes are in, one of 3 community-crafted proposals geared toward community enhancement and investment in public infrastructure will become a reality. Implementation of the chosen proposal is slated to begin this fall. To view the community proposals and vote, or for more information about the new budgeting program, visit the city's website.
Welcome to this forum for candidates running in the primary election for Washington's 6th Congressional District.
Primary voting takes place on Tuesday, August 6th. The top 2 vote getters for U.S. House Washington District 6 will head on to November's general election. District 6 covers much of Tacoma and all of the Olympic Peninsula. U.S. representatives serve for 2-year terms with general election ballots due November 5th. After the break, we're going to find out about free trees in Tacoma. Grit City Trees is the city's annual free street tree program. Applications are now open for the program, which has the goal of equitably growing happy and healthy neighborhoods through community tree planting. The city's Community Trees Program Coordinator, Lisa Kenny, is here with us today to talk more about the program and how it contributes to Tacoma's tree canopy cover. Lisa, thanks for being here today.
Yes, of course.
It's a perfect time to talk about tree planting. So for those people that don't know, can you share a little bit with us about the program and who can participate?
Yeah, so since 2016, Grit City Trees has been around creating opportunities for Tacoma residents to receive pretty sizable street trees that have an immediate impact, all for free. Around 1,800 street trees have been distributed to Tacoma residents as of 2016 or through 2016. But we still have a long ways to go to meet our tree canopy goals. So if you haven't participated in Grit City Trees and you have a right-of-way that is currently treeless, this year is the year to participate.
So can you share with us, what does the application process look like for a Tacoma resident who's eligible?
Yeah, so there's a little bit of preparation before you apply, but overall the process shouldn't take too long. The homework side of the preparation is we ask folks to go outside and measure their right-of-way. so that we know what types of trees and how many trees fit in anyone's given area. And the right-of-way, again, is typically the space between the edge of the street and the edge of your property line or a sidewalk if you have it. Another thing we ask folks to do is to call 811 to get their underground utilities marked.
Yes, important.
Yes, very important. Once you have all that information, you should be ready to apply. The application deadline is September 2nd, so apply before September 2nd.
Yep.
And then our staff reviews all of our applications and gets back to folks about mid to late September.
Okay. So if an application is approved, what will the applicant receive?
The applicant receives street trees, of course, and again, the quantity depends on your available planting space and how many trees you're willing to take care of. With each tree comes a free bag of tagro, tree stakes, tree ties, and either a watering bag or a watering bucket. It depends on what you request on your application. But in addition to all those supplies, people also receive tree care resources like a how to plant video tutorial.
Well, that's important.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So the City of Tacoma has an awesome tree canopy program. How does Grit City Trees contribute to their overall goals?
Yeah, so Grit City Trees, the most obvious is putting trees where there are less trees. In the city of Tacoma, our tree canopy is distributed unevenly throughout the city. And so when we receive applications, we prioritize applicants in those areas of Tacoma that have less tree canopy cover. What's great about trees is that they have so many benefits that come to them.
They do.
Yeah, and that includes shade. If you live on a busy street, it can help filter the pollution. It can buffer noise, and trees can be actually a traffic calming mechanism too. So all those benefits come to you when you plant the tree, but also your neighbors.
And plus the beauty. Right?
Yes, they're also beautiful. I thought that was a given.
Yes, awesome. So what advice would you give to a viewer that might be interested in participating?
It's more fun to plant trees with a friend or a neighbor. So if you're considering applying, get some neighbors in on the process with you, because it's a lot more enjoyable that way.
Doing it together. But if somebody does not have a neighbor that they want to reach out to, can they apply on their own?
They can certainly apply on their own, and you should. You should. If you're the only one interested on your block, do it, because once you do plant that tree, other neighbors typically see that tree and notice its immediate impact. And actually what ends up happening is then the following years, the neighbors that weren't ready to apply with you will go ahead and apply the next year. So apply anyway.
Lisa, thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to be here and share about a program that I can clearly see you enjoy and you love. We're really excited about the future of Grit City Trees. And will you share one more time the deadline for the application?
Yes, the deadline is September 2nd,
Okay.
So apply by then.
Yes, awesome.
Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome. To find out more about the application process, visit the Grit City Trees page on the city's website. Up next, Tacoma Pride. Welcome back to Tacoma Report. Thousands turned out for this year's Tacoma Pride Festivals held earlier in July in downtown Tacoma. Family and friends of the LGBTQIA+ community celebrated the day with plenty of activities.
I believe that here in Tacoma that we really believe that everyone deserves to love and be loved by whoever they choose, and that they should be able to be safe and healthy and access services and just live their life.
Games, dance, and just soaking up the summer sun filled the streets in and around Fireman's Park. Tacoma Pride Festival has grown from a single-day celebration to a series of events throughout the entire month of July. The sizzling summer fun is in full swing in the Proctor neighborhood with the Proctor Block Summer Event Series. TV Tacoma caught up with Proctor neighborhood plan volunteers as well as event hosts and sponsors during the Proctor Family Fun Day event.
And I love you when you're singing that song, and I got a lump in my throat 'cause you wanna sing the
Our vision for this event is for folks to come and play together and be in community, and also build connection with some community partners that are in the area. Having the streets closed means we have more room to play. It also, I think, gives kids a chance to feel like they really own the community and this is their neighborhood, and they get to have fun and be loud and run around and take up space. Events almost always have something for kids. It's not very often that everything is for kids. So it's really cool that they get to come here and see a reflection of their spirit and their joy and their curiosity all over the place.
And I think that the community coming together is refreshing. We all need this. We need the fun. We need the connection. We need to come together. And this gives us the space, the safe space to do it.
We spoke with residents at a number of different events over the course of the plan, and more events that would activate the neighborhood in these ways and provide events or provide opportunities to be social out in the streets came up repeatedly. So it just seemed like something the community was craving.
To have a festival street here is an invitation. It is a link between the Proctor neighborhood and what we're now calling the Mason Development Project. We are building a community, but not a community that ends on the borders of these sidewalks. We're building a community that bleeds out into the community of Proctor. And the community of Proctor is invited to be bled into the confines of the block.
I mean, Mason has a long history in Proctor and being a gathering spot for the neighborhood and for community members beyond. Now is a time of transition for the congregation, and I think they see the opportunity to reach further into the community and be even more welcoming as a great way to continue that history.
The neighborhood isn't the structures, the neighborhood is the people. I think the neighborhood is the people, the cats, the dogs, the us. We need the connection. We need us. We need community. It takes a village. I'm old school, so I believe it takes a village. And this is my village. And I want to share that with everyone.
Save the date for Abraham's House Festival of Giving on Saturday, August 10th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. at the Tacoma Dome. It's a day like no other where there are free beds of all sizes, appliances, furniture, household goods, clothing, toys, bikes, and everything in between. There is no charge to get in and nothing is for sale. Abraham's House is a charitable organization that collects these household goods and holds this huge giveaway for people in need. Last year, they distributed furniture, appliances, household goods, and more to nearly 3,000 people. To find out more about this event, visit the Tacoma Dome's website. Tacoma's National Night Out features a series of neighborhood celebrations at locations throughout the city. This year's events are organized by individual neighborhood volunteers, with organizers from Safe Streets assisting with coordinating resident activities from potluck picnics to resource fairs and barbecues. It all takes place the night of August 6th, and after the celebrations are over, Safe Streets has information on how you can continue with keeping the neighborhood spirit alive. The Brownfields Job Training Program is now accepting registrations. This free 6-week training program is a partnership of the Environmental Protection Agency, the City of Tacoma, Clover Park Technical College, and Goodwill. This program offers multiple certifications and training for entry-level positions in the environmental sciences and construction fields. An application and assessment are required prior to taking this class. If you are ready to kickstart your career, visit the Goodwill site to find out more about the program details and eligibility requirements. That wraps up this edition of Tacoma Report. A great way to find out about the services the City of Tacoma has to offer is by going to cityoftacoma.org. We take you on a tour during the 2024 Porch Fest in Tacoma Central neighborhood. There was plenty of music and community vibes. I'm Angie Foster. We thank you for watching.